Hey guys and girls, and welcome to 31 Days of Hell 2, episode 7. Okay, so yesterday we spoke about sleep paralysis scary experiences. I hope you liked them. So today's video is going to be about Riverdale. So I know that Riverdale was up to season 4. That's right. So Riverdale is up to season 4, and I know that mid-season 4 we obviously see certain things happen. I don't know, maybe some of you haven't seen it, but anyway, by the way, spoiler alert, for those of you that have not seen all four seasons of Riverdale, I'm going to be spoiling some things, so if you haven't seen all of them, please don't watch this video, unless of course you enjoy spoilers. Also, I hope you guys like the added touch of music in the background. So yes. So my two first conspiracy theories are to do with Jughead. I'm not exactly sure where I found the first one, but the second one I'm able to link and source. Anyway, moving on. So, episode... Wait, there's a lot of editing on this. Okay, so the first theory is that Riverdale is told, all of Riverdale, the whole of Riverdale, is just a figment of Jughead's imagination. That Jughead just imagined up Riverdale in his head. And the reason for this conspiracy theory is that Jughead, a lot of the time, each episode is told from Jughead's narrative. Like Jughead is doing the narrating for most of the episodes, right? So there is a theory going around that all of Riverdale was just conjured up in the mind of Jughead. That's the first theory. If I can find that theory, I will put it on the screen right now. If not, then you'll just be seeing pictures to do with Riverdale. So I apologise if I couldn't find it, but hopefully it's on the screen right now. Okay. So the next theory is also about Jughead. I'm going to get onto it straight away. Okay. So this theory is from thesun.co.uk, the massive newspaper, the massive tabloid newspaper here in the UK. Okay. So the title is Riverdale Boss Weighs In on Jughead Body Conspiracy, Promising Death and Heartbreak in Roller Coaster Episode. This article was published on the 5th of March 2020 at 11:16am. Right. Okay, let's get to the point. So midway through season 4, Betty has a alter ego. This is made known towards the end of season 3. Betty has an alter ego, and I think maybe it's known before the end of season 3. Anyway, moving on. So Betty has an alter ego, obviously because you find out she's got the psychopath gene or sociopath gene because of her father, the Black Hood. So Betty obviously has the potential to murder because she murdered her cat when she was a child, and obviously she still has a guilty conscience about that. But obviously I know she only murdered her cat because obviously her father, the Black Hood, told her to when she was a kid. But anyway, so I know that in midway in season 4, I can't remember the character's name. I'm going to try and find her, put her on the screen now. But this character basically said to somehow found out Betty's trigger word from when Betty was in The Sisters of Quiet Mercy, and said to Betty, I know your trigger word. And Betty was like, what? This word? No, that doesn't work on me anymore. And there was obviously 2 words that triggered Betty to switch into her alter ego. And this girl, I think her name can't be Alice because obviously Betty's mum is called Alice, but I think it's another woman. I don't know what her name is. Oh, look, I don't know. I really don't know. But basically this girl, she says, no, Betty, your other word, and then whispers it in her ear. And obviously she knows that when Betty hears that word, she's not in control of what she does, and she doesn't remember anything. So she says that word to Betty. She says that word in Betty's ear, and then we see obviously the screen goes black, and we see in Betty's hand a rock that has blood on it, right? And we see Jughead is dead or something, or yeah, I mean I think I remember seeing that. I'm not too sure if we see him or if we don't see him, but I see the rock. Anyway, so basically the 2 characters from... Let me go to characters. Right, so at Jughead's university, because Jughead goes to university, obviously in season 3. We'll load, that'd be great. That's it. So obviously Brett, the character of Brett, and so the 2 characters of Brett and Donna, I think basically were working with that ginger-haired girl that is friends with the people from the Sisters of Quiet Mercy. She tries to marry the priest there or whatever her name is. I think that girl was working with Brett and Donna to basically frame Betty for this murder, but really what it was is that Brett and Donna, and obviously that ginger-haired girl, obviously had something to do with Jughead's murder. I think most likely that's what happened, but obviously they framed Betty by triggering her alter ego, knowing that she wouldn't remember anything after the fact. Okay, so that is my 2 conspiracy theories. Now my third one, it's not so much a conspiracy theory, it's more kind of like a what if, but I'll say it anyway. So we see at the very, very first episode of Riverdale, season 1, episode 1, we see, and I don't know why this sticks out to me because I'm a Riverdale fan, I think Cheryl is hot as fuck, but or should I say Madeleine Petsch? I prefer her character though. Well, I don't actually. I kind of, no, I don't know. Anyway, either way, she's really good looking. But this what if is, what if the writers wrote Riverdale wrong from the comics to make it more dramatic or for some other purpose? Because you see in the first episode, as I was saying just a moment ago, that Jughead and Betty live opposite each other. They look at each other through the window and everything. And we got from the first episode of the first season that Betty obviously had feelings towards Archie. And as soon as, so Archie met Veronica, and this forced Betty to then put her feelings aside. Not long after that, she met Jughead, and I don't really think so, but I guess we could kind of see Archie's reaction to that. And then more recently in season 4, we see Betty and Jughead, they keep laying next to each other, they keep kissing each other, and I don't understand, because there was this one scene where, there were two scenes. There's one scene where you see Betty and Archie actually having sex, and then there's another scene where you see Betty and Jughead and Veronica and Archie having sex, and they keep imagining the other person. Like, Archie keeps imagining Betty, and Betty keeps imagining Archie, when it's actually Jughead and it's actually Veronica. So what if the writers meant to, or they were supposed to, put Jughead, they were supposed to put Archie with Betty at the very beginning throughout the whole series. That's just a what if for you guys. So I hope you enjoyed this episode of 31 Days of Hell. This was 31 Days of Hell 2, episode 7. You know what's coming next, don't you guys? Happy spooky season.